Hello, hello. Going to do a quick little demonstration of the Clesana C1. This is a sealing toilet, so it's pretty different to the cassette or composting toilets, which you may have seen in the caravanning world. The way this operates is you have this 8-meter long high barrier liner, which was developed in the medical industry to contain the waste of chemotherapy patients. There's 9 layers in here. One of those layers is that high barrier layer, which means water vapor and smell can't get out. So unlike other toilets, the way that you're containing the smell is not by fighting it with chemicals or having a tank that you need to empty out. This, you're sealing your waste and it's physically trapping it in an individual bag. So you would do your business in here, number ones, number twos, without needing to separate. You can also put toilet paper in here, vomit and diarrhea, which most other toilets will not handle. And it'll also take pretty much anything else you can throw at it. So anything that isn't sharp or hot can go in here and you can seal it away. You would then close the lid and you'd press the play button at the top here. So you got the extra small buttons by pressing the small button twice, or once here for the large. Most of the time, you're going to be doing an extra small, sometimes a small. The large is only to replace all of the liner that you can see here. It's going to pull it all the way down and give you a completely new toilet bowl. So that's if you've been sick, you've had vomit or diarrhea, you've made a bit of a mess on the top, it'll give you a whole new toilet bowl without having to clean your unit. The bag would then drop down into the bottom, and this is what you would dispose of in the general waste, same as a nappy or a doggy poo bag. The reason we're comfortable with that is this is actually more hygienic than a nappy or a dog poo bag. Again, because of the multiple layers in here, it's not going to smell, and it's also tough, okay? So you have a double seal for redundancy, which means this is not going to leak when it's in your care, and it's also not going to leak when it's in the care of the garbage collector. For the retrofit process, so if you're taking out an old style toilet to put in one of these, you have 2 ways of doing it. You can either, number one, connect cables that are thick enough from your house battery all the way to the toilet. Depending on the distance between your house battery and your toilet, you might need to upgrade the cables to the next size up. This will draw 22 amps momentarily, so your cables need to be able to handle those 22 amps. On the other option for retrofits, to simplify the process, if you're not interested in doing the 12-volt calculations, you can also choose to get the retrofit kit. So you would take out your old toilet, you'd redirect the water so that it goes back into your mains because you no longer need any water for this system. You would connect the skinny cables into here from your composting or cassette style toilet. And then this power management system is going to trickle charge the battery. And this is what's going to provide the oomph needed for the sealing process to happen. It also gives you a little buffer battery. So if you ran out of solar power, you can also still use your toilet without any battery in your home battery left over. It also covers up the hatch that would be left by your cassette toilet. So you end up with a tidy looking unit like this, which you can service from the outside via the hatch that is already there. And then there's also a little spot for the display to sit on. So these units you can get from Everything Caravans, get these retrofitted and they'll be able to help you out as well.